Good evening, my friends. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to stay in your assumption 24/7. Not just during your visualization practice, not just when you are feeling inspired, not just when things are going well, but 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, around the clock, without exception. This is the secret that separates those who manifest their desires from those who simply dream about them. Because here is what most people do not understand. You cannot manifest from an assumption you only occupy part time. If you assume wealth for 1 hour and poverty for 23, you are living in poverty, and that is what manifests. If you assume love before bed and loneliness all day, you are living in loneliness, and that is what appears. You must learn to occupy your desired state continuously, constantly, permanently, as naturally as breathing, as automatically as your heartbeat. Tonight, you are going to learn exactly how to do that. Let me start by explaining why your manifestations have not appeared even though you are doing the work. You imagine your desire fulfilled every night. You fall asleep in the wish fulfilled. You visualize, you affirm, you do everything you have been taught, but nothing changes. Why? Because for the 23 waking hours of your day, you are completely abandoning your assumption. You wake up and check your bank account. Poverty consciousness. You go to work and complain about money, lack assumption. You talk to your friends about your problems, victim state. You worry about bills, fear and limitation. You react to circumstances, old identity. And then you wonder why that 1 hour of visualization at night is not working. It is not working because manifestation does not happen from what you do for 1 hour. It happens from the state you live in most consistently. Your consciousness is always creating, every moment. You are always assuming something. The question is, are you assuming your desire fulfilled or your current circumstances? Most people assume their current circumstances 95% of the time and their desire fulfilled 5% of the time. And then they are shocked when the 95% is what manifests. To manifest your desire, you must flip this. You must assume your desire fulfilled 24/7 during the day, during the night, while working, while resting, while talking, while thinking, continuously without break. First, you must understand that right now you have a default state. This is the state your consciousness automatically returns to when you are not paying attention. For most people, the default state is their current circumstances, their current identity, their familiar patterns. When they stop consciously focusing on their desire, they unconsciously slip back to this default. This is why your manifestation does not appear. So the real work is not just creating a new state during visualization. It is making that new state your default, making it so automatic, so natural, so deeply embedded in your consciousness that you don't have to remember to occupy it. You just do it continuously, 24/7. Your day begins the moment you open your eyes, and what most people do in those first moments determines their entire day. They check the news, immediately engaging with external reality. They start thinking about their problems, immediately occupying the old state. Within 5 minutes of waking, they have completely abandoned their assumption. So here is what you must do instead. The moment you wake, before you move, before you check anything, before you engage with the world, you must consciously occupy your desired state. Not visualize it, not think about it, be in it. Lie there for just 60 seconds. Feel yourself as the person who already has what you desire. Let that identity settle over you. Let it become real. Then, as you get out of bed, carry that feeling with you. You are not getting out of bed to work toward your desire. You are getting out of bed as someone who already has it. Do this every single morning without exception. This is non-negotiable. Now, as you move through your day, there's something happening constantly. You are in a conversation right now. There's a voice in your head. It comments, it judges, it plans, it worries, it remembers. It never stops. And this voice is either maintaining your assumption or destroying it. Most people's inner conversation sounds like this: I cannot afford that. Why does this always happen to me? I am so tired of being alone. Nothing ever works out. I do not have enough. Nobody appreciates me. Every one of these statements is an assumption, and every time you think them, you reinforce the old state. To stay in your assumption 24/7, you must completely transform your inner conversation. It must become the voice of someone who already has what they desire. When you see something you want, you do not think, I cannot afford that. You think, I could get that if I wanted. When you face a challenge, you do not think, why me? You think, this is working out perfectly. When you are alone, you do not think, I am lonely. You think, I am loved. This is not forced positivity. This is thinking from your desired state instead of your current circumstances. And you must do this continuously all day. At first, it requires effort. You will redirect yourself many times. But if you persist, the new inner conversation becomes automatic. And when your inner conversation changes permanently, your outer reality must reflect it. Set an alarm every 2 hours. When it goes off, pause for 10 seconds and ask yourself, what state am I in right now? If you have drifted, return immediately. Reset. Continue. When something happens that contradicts your desire, pause. Take one breath and remind yourself, this is old data, then choose your assumption anyway. At night, review your day, acknowledge your wins, then fall asleep in the wish fulfilled. Let your subconscious continue the work. Eventually, this is no longer a practice. It becomes identity. You stop trying to be wealthy, you become wealthy. You stop trying to be loved, you become loved. For the next 7 days, commit fully. Live in your assumption every moment, no exceptions, and you will feel the shift. Staying in your assumption 24/7 is not about perfection. You will drift, but it is about persistence. Every time you return, you strengthen the new state. Eventually, the new state becomes your reality. Tonight, make the decision, not to try, but to commit. Starting tomorrow morning, you will live in your assumption continuously until it becomes who you are. This is how you manifest your desires. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to Stories and Quotes Bee for more powerful insights like this. Share this with someone who needs to hear it and begin your journey of transformation today. Thank you and good evening. I will see you in the next video. If you